Yo, it's TC the Psychic, man. What's up, y'all? Y'all know what it is. Let's conversate, y'all. Let's conversate. Let's have this conversation. Let's go dig deep into this. I'm pretty sure this is a story y'all want to hear. Pretty sure we all love the Alpo stories, man. Shout out to Alpo, man. That was a good dude, man. A lot of people might not agree, but the person I met, man, seemed like a real, genuine guy. From all the conversations that we had, and just see him in the hood, man. Like, let me start by saying this. Anytime I ever stood around Poe, right, I always put myself in a trance. What's up? So, anytime I was ever around this guy Poe, right, I'm always sitting back and I'm always quiet. I don't know why I was always quiet, but I always sat back and got lost in my imagination, like, oh my God. This is really, this is really Poe. Like, this is really the guy that Cameron played as and paid in full. This is really that gangster dude who used to ride around in dirt bikes. This is really the guy who caught 14 bodies. Like, so I would always look at him and just say to myself, like, I'm around a killer. I'm around, hold on guys. I'm around, one of the flyest niggas that ever do it in Harlem. Anytime I was always around him, I always try to say to myself, like, damn, am I part of history? He was a walking mural, a walking historical Harlem figure in the flesh. I'll give you an example, and then I'm gonna tell you how, we met, tell you about different times we spoke. But prime example of, like, when I would get lost in the things that he would say, right? If he was lying, and I knew he was lying, in my mind, I'm saying to myself, like, oh my God, I'm actually witnessing Alpo lie. Is this how he is when he's cackling, when he's about to murder somebody? Not saying he's gonna murder me, but like, he would lie about stuff. Like, I'll give you an example. If he was on his bike and he was talking to me on the block, right? He would get a call, and we're so lost in our conversation that Poe would lie to all type of people. Like, he would get a call and he would tell people, yo, I'm on the bike right now. I really can't talk right now. I'm on the bike. I'm riding around right now, and I'm gonna call you back later. And I would look at him like, this nigga's really lying. Like, what the fuck is, he's really lying. Did he always lie like that? Is this what people trusted and he just lied like that? Not take it from nothing from him. We all lied. That was just a little minor example. But let me just tell you, times I met Poe, times I hang with Poe, times I chill with Poe. One particular time stands out. I remember I was walking my mother to a Zumba class. My mother, she does Zumba. She works out and everything. But they were holding a Zumba class in the park in the back of Harlem Hospital. Now, everybody who's from Harlem, they know, if you ever seen Above the Rim, the same basketball park, the basketball court that was shot in Above the Rim is in back of Harlem Hospital. Sometimes they hold Zumba classes for grown women, or the older women. So one of these particular days, Poe called me, and he's like, yo, T, where you at, baby? Where you at? And I'm like, yo, I'm on 117th. I'm like, yo, Poe, I'm on 117th. I'm like, wow, what's up, what's good? What's so crazy, like, I know it sounds weird, I want to hustle for Poe. Knowing the shit that he did, knowing the fucking bullshit that he was into, I just wanted to be a part of that shit. Like, I know it sounds stupid, sounds ignorant, But truly, like, I would've got some work from him. But it's different time, like, we different. You know, this generation is different, so I think we would've handled our shit more accordingly. We got guns, they got guns, we all got guns. They didn't have guns in the age like how they got right now. It wasn't that pivotal. But long story short, I'm not even a gangster at all. I'm a dad. That's my #1 priority. But going back to what I was saying. So he says, where you at, baby? You coming uptown? I tell Pop, say, nah, I'm on 117th right now. I'm not really coming out, but where you gonna be at? I might walk my mom's uptown to 135th. She has a Zumba class. He says, oh, all right, baby. I'll be out there later on. I'll be out there, Dread. All right. So I hang up, walk my mom's to the Zumba class. Me and my mom's having a beautiful conversation, you know. We get the back to 135th. We get the back of the park and back of Home Hospital, and she's doing her Zumba class. And I look to my right. Yeah, my right. I look to my right, and this nigga Poe is behind a fucking tree. Like, I can't explain it. Like, I didn't see him coming in the park, but as I was walking out, this nigga Poe is behind a fucking tree, just standing there. He looks at me, I look at him, and the joke is, I used to always call Poe Mr. Martinez. I don't know why. It's like the first thing I thought about. I didn't want to call him Poe. For some reason, I used to be like, how you doing, Mr. Martinez? I don't know if I was trying to be funny. I don't know if it was a sign of respect, but I know I used to always say, how you doing, Mr. Martinez? So I look to the side. I'm like, oh shit, Mr. Martinez, how you doing, Mr. Martinez? So he laughed at me. He like, yo, what's good, baby? You was coming over here? I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm taking my mom to Zumba class. So I don't know what our initial conversation was about, but I know we just started talking. I think I was asking him more questions about my dad. I think I was asking him more questions about, yo, Poe, was my dad doing this? Was my pop doing that? Like, what was my pop doing on his time? I'm always seeing the pictures, Poe, like, what was my pops doing? So after we get to talking, the funniest shit happened. It's two bad bitches. I'm talking about these bitches was bad. They walks in the park, and they're at the icy stand. So me, I look at Poe. Poe looks at me. He like, you gonna go get that? Now, nigga puts me on the spot. Of course, Poe, I'm gonna go get that. I walks over there. I'm talking to shorty at the icy stand and everything. And I'm talking to, I don't know if it was the Spanish girl was with her moms. But I know they was two bad joints. One a little older, one younger. And oh shit, my shit just went white. Alright. And this nigga Poe does like the funniest shit, like on some, it's kind of embarrassing what he did. Like, it was so fucking, I still look back to this shit like, damn, I was kind of fucked up. It was funny, but it was fucked up what you did. In a good way. So I'm talking to show, I guess I'm there for about 5 minutes. We all smiling, we all laughing. Poe comes over behind me and he says, yo, Dre, you getting icy? I'm 35 years old. Just accept, what you mean I'm getting icy? I don't know, Poe, I might. He looks at the two females, he says, y'all two getting icy? The female's like, yeah, we getting icy and all that. The nigga Poe looks in the park, he sees a bunch of kids. First thing he says is, I'm about ices for everybody in the park. Everybody in the park get ices. I'm about everybody in the park icy. The nigga looks at me and says, Dre, you want icy? Once again, I'm 35 years old, bro. Like, it's a grown man offer me an icy. I'm like, nah, Poe, I'm good. I don't want no, I'm good. Then I think about it like, hold on. Fuck it. Yeah. Free for everybody? I'll get one too. Fuck it. Poe starts talking to the older woman, right? And this is when he gets the call. No, he speaks to the older woman. I'm on the side of him, talk to the daughter. And then he gets the call. I don't know. It had to have been a female. It had to have been a female. It wasn't a dude. It was a female that called him. And all I remember, Poe looks at me and he turns his back to me and says, I'm on the bike right now. I can't talk right now. I'm on the bike. That's when I'm in my space like, this nigga Poe's lying. Why are you lying, bro? Why you saying tell him like you doing something? You know, and I remember him just saying that, and I remember feeling embarrassed, like, damn, yo, this nigga bought me ice in from these two females. I was just talking to them, now they looking at him and all that. Poe scoops up the older lady, scoops her up. Nigga scoops the old lady up, put her in back of the motherfucking bicycle. The red motorcycle, the same red motorcycle that we know about. And this nigga pulls off and leaves me with other shorty. Me and her looking confused like, yo, what just happened just now? What's happened just now? I took shorty number. I left out the park. What's so crazy, I never even called shorty again. I never even spoke to her after that day. Never even spoke to her that day. But it was just funny how this nigga sat back, watched me, sent me over there to start it. The conversation had me, you know, get them hype. Comes over there like the fucking funny dude. Buys ices for everybody, even me. I'm like, what the fuck? Nah, don't do that. Can we go? In my head, I'm like, damn, can we at least go half? Like, sheesh. But I understand that's who he was, though. You know, from what I'm hearing, that's who he was, man. That's who he was. He was just freehanded like that. But I remember leaving the park like, yo, this nigga Poe, he took the bitch. Damn, Poe. That's crazy. This nigga really took shorty, like, and left me with the leftovers. That's crazy. This nigga Poe, man. I remember at that time also, I'm gonna give it up, keep it a buck. I remember mentioning Up for Debate TV with Poe. I remember talking upon, I was saying, I was like, yo, my boy Ozone, yo, he really fuck with you, yo. Like, he really. What's good, brother? How you doing? All right. You know that. Yeah, I mentioned Ozone. I said, yo, do you watch Up for Debate TV? Like, you don't really have a whole fan base. Matter of fact, it's, yo, I have to go back there because now that I'm bringing this up, it's so much other shit that we spoke about in that part that I can talk about, that I can really tell you guys about. But one of the things I remember distinctly was, I remember mentioning Ozone Odin. I remember saying, do you watch the show? Do you watch Up for Debate TV? Like, the show was popping and they talk about you. This nigga says, oh, Detroit, yeah, that's my man. Y'all fucks with him. It almost sounded like the same shit he said about Sub. He was like, Sub, that's my man. I fucks with him. It's almost like the same shit he said about Ozone. Like, he really fucked with Ozone. He's like, that's my boy. Like, he really fucked with Ozone Odin hard. So that's not a myth. Like, he really did fuck with Ozone. Like, hard. That's not of course not a myth because he has the conversations, but in reality, when I spoke to him, he definitely knew who Ozone was. He definitely had love for Ozone. Another thing I want to mention, Poe would always, it seemed like he had an infatuation to get people to like him. Like, it's like he was infatuated with getting people to like him and just hearing his side. That's one other thing I felt like, damn, I wasn't even worthy to hear that, you know? Like, I didn't grow up in the same, but I was born on 145th and 7th. I was born around the corner from the jukebox. But I left that hood when I was 5 years old. My father stayed in that hood, you know? So I really don't, but one thing he mentioned to me, he kept saying, I just want people to hear my truth and my side. That's all I want people to do, is hear my side and why I did what I did. Now, it's no excuse, no justification. It's not something I particularly agree on, you know, the murders and stuff. That's not really my forte, you know. I'm about getting bitches. Well, not getting bitches. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me stop saying that. I'm really an A1 dad. Like, my main focus is my daughter. So I'm really about just getting money and staying focused and being a great father to my son and my daughters. My sons and my daughters, man. That's really my main motivation. But he always wants to just let people know his side of the story. It was like he had to have let you know his side of the story. And when I think of that, I always say to myself, how many people did he tell that shit to? Like, how many times a day did he say that? Because I know people want to know. And people probably ask him, so how many times per day does he have to tell everybody that? And it's like he had a infatuation with just telling people, I just want people to hear my side and why I did what I did. Just hear my side, hear me out. And maybe you'll get a better understanding of why I did what I did at that time. My response, I didn't really have a response. In the future, now that he's gone, I wish I had a response. I wish I had more to say on that situation, but I just left it there. When he told me that, I was just on some. And I also said, yo, you wanna do some movies? You need to be doing movies right now, bro. Like you need to be doing movies. He definitely told me it was gonna be a movie out on him. And before he left, he kept saying, which I regret to this day, I never went. But he kept saying, yo, I asked myself, yo, Pope, where you be at now? He says, I'll be on 128th in Lenox. Come to 128th in Lenox, you know, come chill with me. You know, anytime you coming out there, just call me. I'll be on 128th. 128th in Lenox. Okay? And we ended it like that. And he drove off wildly. Like, when I say he drove off wildly, I'm talking about all that. Like, you definitely heard that rubber. You definitely heard that bike when he pulled off. That shit was loud as a mother. And that shit like it's huge. That shit was huge. Well, that was one story on Poe. I got a couple others. I got more photos. Just me and Poe chilling. And TeeCeeDaPYSCHIC signing out, man. Y'all know what it is. I hope y'all enjoyed this story. Let's build, you know. My life is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I never really realized how much people fuck with me and how much people I really know. Like, I really know a lot of people. Like, I really never knew who I was until I realized who wasn't who. You know, I really know a lot of people. Like, I really have a lot of stories, like, good people. So, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'll be back for more conversation with you guys. And, y'all be safe, man. Shout out Up for Debate TV, Ozone Odin. Shout out Sub-Zero Podcast, DVD Legend. Shout out Harlem Rose Nails. You know, TeeCeeDaPYSCHIC out.